Hello, in this video I would like to present the demo Product Sentiment Tracking in Business Intelligence, which is part of the personalized multilingual social networking suite. Businesses spend considerable amounts of money to understand how consumers feel about their products and services. To do so, they employ consultants, for example, to conduct surveys and interview focus groups to quantify the degree of positive and negative sentiment toward a new product and its features. These analysts can now exploit the growth of social media and the Web 2.0. Consumers are more likely to post online reviews of the products they like and dislike, and to describe their personal experiences and opinions on dedicated sites, discussion forums, blogs, and on social networking sites. Unfortunately, this has also generated a problem. We have an information overload. There are plenty of content there that makes it difficult for both the general public and the companies to track customer opinions. Therefore, we need to find new ways to mine, track, summarize, and present this content, all these opinions, in a convenient manner. Then, we want to develop a configurable business intelligence tool which aims to accelerate market research activities and by understanding these shifts in consumer sentiment over the lifetime of a chosen product. The tool harvests and analyzes social media content in terms of user sentiments toward the product and its various aspects. In fewer words, this demo focuses on what users might feel about a particular product. The tool then provides an overview of how users express their views of different product dimensions, and it will also provide a timeline measurement of the trends in user sentiment. So the system has 5 components. The first one, Monty, which involves the construction of a product ontology, in this particular case about Norton 360. This is going to model the different aspects and dimensions of Norton 360, their allowable values, and the polarity classification of effective linguistic terms for these values. After, we have Harvey, which is going to harvest social media content and contains user beliefs about a product and its dimensions. Then we have Touchy, which is the GUI development for user interaction. After, we have Philly, which is going to apply sentiment analysis techniques on the user beliefs to determine the sentiment or polarity of these opinions. And finally, we will have Trendy, which it's a reporting functionality for summarizing sentiment changes over time. The construction of the ontology is a semi-automatic approach. So what we are doing basically is using patterns to extract generic product features from Google Ngrams. For example, products star or products star issues. So this star is going to give us the features of a product. So we selected the ones that are related or more related to Norton 360. And the second part of the process, we collected CNET reviews about Norton 360, and we automatically extracted the pros and cons, and we extracted features from the pros and cons. So basically the elements of the first are used to generate the taxonomy, and the elements of the second step are used to populate the taxonomy. And this process is made manually, like a human. It's actually classifying all the terms that were extracted from the pros and cons in the taxonomy. So this is the actual demo. As we can see, in the left hand side we have the ontology, which is about Norton 360, and so here we have different aspects of Norton, different dimensions, attributes about Norton, about assistance, about the manufacturers, the installation, and different capabilities of the product, like backup, comprehensiveness, effectiveness, reliability, for just mention some of them. So basically what we have is, for each of these dimensions inside of the ontology, we can have an overall, or we can have just the positive or just the negative view of it. So for example, if we want to see what people is saying about appearance, as we can see here, we have a graphic showing the positive and negatives. In this case, there is no negative snippets from the web. So we can see that we have lighted stuff like looks good, nice looking, good user interface, nice interface, things of the sort. And for example, if we want to talk about design, then we also have positive and negatives, and if we want to see just the negative ones, we can find expressions like poorly designed or poor design or not comprehensive, for example. And if we want to talk about if people is in general satisfied or not, specifically the positive, it's easier to see. We can find stuff like value for money, great features. So this is a very nice way of showing, like for example, graphics, like in general what people is thinking about Norton in the different aspects. So then we can have here a graphic where we are going to see the results for the different aspects of this ontology. For example, we have about the speed, most of them are positive, of quality, most of them are positive as well. For performance, there are more negative things. Reliability, there are more positive than negative. Satisfaction, there are also more positive than negative. So we can have a very nice way of seeing and display the different. We are still lacking the trendy part, which is going to graph over the lifetime how the opinions were changing over time. Right now we are just collecting the data and graphicing in this way, retrieving the positive and negative polarity. That's the end of my demo, Product Sentiment Tracking. Thank you for watching.